Hi everybody and welcome back to the Girly Girl Bookworm. So here is my April book haul. I know I said this is going to come on Tuesday and then life just gets in the way. So I'm not going to even waste time making excuses because I really don't have any good ones. So let's just get started. So even before we get started, you're going to notice some of my shelves are actually organized a little bit differently now. I came in here the other day just to put something in a different spot, and all of a sudden next thing I knew I was rearranging everything. So some shelves 100% stayed exactly the same, but I know this shelf right here changed a little bit. This shelf right here, some of these over here, this one changed. So if you're noticing anything different, that's the only thing that's different. My book of the month books that I'm about to show you right now are going to go in that spot, so that's why that lonely book looks like it's just hanging out by itself, but not for long. So these are the books that I got in April. I really didn't buy anything other than that big, after that big book outlet order, I haven't really felt this big need to buy books, which is fantastic because I feel I got so much variety on my shelves right now that I'm really pumped just to read everything that I own. So I didn't buy too much. I have 3 book of the month books to share with you. I have 2 books that I pre-ordered this month, and then I have 3 books that we bought when we were on vacation in Washington, D.C. So without further ado, let's get started. So the 3 books that I bought in DC, I bought one book because I was I have to buy at least something while I'm here. And we happened to go to Patrick's college. He went to school down in DC and they had a bookstore that happened to have real books in it. So I bought one. And I bought A Girl Like That by Tanaz Bethina. I don't know. I'm probably totally pronouncing that 100% wrong. I had to buy this book because 1, it's pink. 2, it's got leopard print. 3, it actually sounds like it has a decent premise. And I think I could be wrong because I skimmed it really fast and just grabbed it. There's this girl, and I believe she is a Muslim girl. I believe this actually takes place in another country. If I'm right. I have no idea. I can't even skim read fast enough. And I believe this girl gets in a car accident. Oh, that was bad timing. I think that she gets in a car accident, and people kind of try to assume what she was like, and I think we find out what she was really like. I don't know. That was such a bad book to start with. But it's gorgeous, and I am so tempted to pick this up very, very soon, but I have a couple books that I really want to get to first before getting to this one, but I definitely, cannot wait. Cannot wait to get to this one. And, look at inside the glasses. That's so, this cover is stunning. Absolutely stunning. And then while we were also in DC, we actually ran into an Amazon store. We were in Georgetown because I had to have some DC cupcakes, and, we were walking to try to find some place to go for dinner, and there was an Amazon store, which Connecticut does not have one that I know of anyways. And I was like, we need to go in here, and because it's an Amazon store, I need to buy a book to say that I've bought a book from an Amazon store. So I bought a book, and so did Patrick, but obviously I'm going to share Patrick's book too because I will probably eventually want to read it too. So Patrick's book that he picked out was Winnie the Pooh, because if you didn't know, he's obsessed with Winnie the Pooh. When he was a kid, loved Winnie the Pooh. His nickname is Bear, so he's always had this love of Winnie the Pooh. And we've been on the hunt for a really nice edition that we've wanted to add to our collection. And then this one was kind of on a discounted price, so we decided it was time to finally pick it up. I'm really excited because I also want to read this because I've watched the Winnie the Pooh, the TV show as a kid, but I've never actually read the book. So I'm really excited to eventually pick this up. And obviously it's really, really short, so it'll be fun someday, possibly this summer, when I just want to relax and enjoy a quick story. Then the book that I picked was Death on the Nile by Agatha Christie. This is a book that I've been wanting to pick up for a very long time. I have a lot of Agatha Christie books, but for some reason I don't own this one. And they just did the Murder on the Orient Express movie, and this is supposed to be the next one that is being made into a movie, so obviously I've had to read it. I went to go reach for it one day because I assumed I had it, and they didn't have it. So I was like, that's ridiculous. So I picked this up while I was there. I figured, you know what, at least it's going to be sentimental. I'm going to always have it forever. So I decided to pick this up from that Amazon store. Don't have any idea what it's about. I know it's a Hercule Poirot mystery, but I don't know 100% what it's about. I think that he's like on a river cruise through the Nile, and obviously someone dies, because it wouldn't be Agatha Christie without some death. Then the 2 books that I pre-ordered this month, they actually came out on the same day, which was last Tuesday, which is why I was like, oh, I'm promising you this book haul, and then like I didn't end up filming because it's, again, I said no excuses, so I'm just going to keep going. The first book that I pre-ordered was Stay Sweet by Siobhan Vivian. I had to get this book because, one, I love the Burn for Burn series that she wrote with Jenny Han. The one book that I did read by her that she came out with last year I was not crazy about, but I was hoping that this one would be different. And it's got ice cream all over this cover. It is stunning. It is gorgeous. I had to have it. And it's pink. I had to. It's gorgeous. I needed this. So excited to get to this one. I'll probably save this one for closer to summer because it's about summer and ice cream. So I had to. I believe it's about this like ice cream stand where like tradition has it where only girls work at this ice cream stand. And I want to say that a boy comes into play, and I believe that he is going to take over the business, which obviously would change things around if like it's been a majority like female ran ice cream shop. So obviously I'm assuming love would ensue as well. So we'll have to see. The other book that I pre-ordered that came out on Tuesday was The Complication by Suzanne Young. I feel like I'm the only person who is still reading these books. This is the 6th book. Okay, so when it first came out, it was the program and the treatment, so like the regular series. And then they came out with 2 prequel books, The Remedy and The Epidemic. And then it came out with books that take place after the treatment, which was The Adjustment and now this one. So like it got like distributed in such a weird order, which is why I feel like a lot of people have like drifted away and stopped reading the series. But I am like crazy about this series where like they're just quick reads and I get through them and I enjoy them. So I figured I would still pick this one up. I hate that they like made cover changes though, because I still, let me grab it for you, love the program's cover so much. So this is the program. Stunning. If you notice, it doesn't have like this like yellow tab and it doesn't have this tab. It was gorgeous on the back. You open it up and it had like this on the inside. Like it was like such a stunning book, right? Then we moved to book 2, which was The Treatment. It went from being like bright and poppy to like dull and boring. You open it up, like it doesn't have those yellow tabs either, but look at when you open it up, it still has at least like the really pretty like inside like naked part. Then they decided to release The Remedy. Still no yellow thing, so that's awesome. Went back to the poppy cover, but now the inside is boring. They kept the same trend when they released The Epidemic, bright and poppy, but the inside is boring. So at least those 2 look exactly the same. Then they went to The Adjustment, which then all of a sudden they added this yellow tab. Still bright and poppy, but nothing on the inside. But the inside looks totally different than the other insides. I like don't know what they were thinking. At least like these 2 match. These 2 clearly match. But then like these like kind of don't. Like I don't know. I'm just like, this like series like baffles my mind. But it's about a world where teenagers are really at risk for committing suicide, so they create the program to try to get these kids to not commit suicide. They're trying to catch them before they get to that breaking point. And obviously, it's not a good program. And so we follow like characters who are trying to like beat the program. We follow people in the beginning when the program was first getting set up. And now we're following like the aftermath of what happens after the program's like 2 books end. So I like the series. I wish that I was like one of those people that could have waited till the complete series was done so I could read them in order and have them make sense. But it is what it is. But I'm so excited to finally have the conclusion and to be able to read it this summer. Now my 3 Book of the Month books. As you all know, I love Book of the Month. And as always, I will provide the link down below if you want to check it out. I'm obsessed. I think that my 1-year contract just expired, but I'm definitely renewing it because I love it so much. I picked 3 books this month. As you may have known, that last month I said that I loved all 5 books, so I wanted to, and I could only get 3 at a time. So last month I picked out 3 of them, and this month I picked out 1 for the month, and then 2 that were like last month's picks. So now I have all 5 from last month's picks. The one that was left that I picked for this month was Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. I want to believe that Lisa Jewell wrote something else that I've heard of. I haven't even like opened this yet. Oh, she's written a lot. I didn't realize that. Look how many books she's written. She's written a lot. It's a suspense novel. I don't really like to read a lot of suspense novels, like synopsises in depth, because of the fact that they tend to sometimes spoil. But the very first line says, "No one ever just disappears." So I'm really interested to see what it is. I think like it's a woman whose daughter goes missing, and then obviously them trying to figure out like where she went and why she went and all those wonderful things. So I'm really excited to get to this one, and this cover is gorgeous. I love this cover. I love this like mauviness going on. Then I have The Last Equation of Isaac Severy by Nova Jacobs. I want to say this book is going to be very, very similar to The Weston Game. I haven't read The Weston Game in forever, but like it's this man who I believe is like a mathematician of kinds, and I believe he goes missing, but he's left clues along the way to find him. Again, could be wrong. Oh no, I'm right, I think. This is a dazzling and imaginative literary mystery about a mathematician who leaves his last equation to his adopted granddaughter. The problem is she doesn't know where it's hidden. Intriguing. I love this cover as well. Like, if all else fails, this cover is gorgeous. Love it. I love mysteries. I love following clues. So this one should be really fun. And the last book that I have to share with you is The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X.R. Pan. This has been going all over BookTube lately, and I believe it's about a woman who her mother, not a woman because it's a YA novel, a girl and her mother passes away, and I believe that she believes that her mother is now a bird or something like that, and it's all about her grief and her coming to terms with everything. So I'm also really, really excited for this one. And also another stunning, gorgeous cover. I love it, and I cannot wait to get to it. Yeah, it says, "I didn't cry. That was not my mother. My mother is free in the sky. My mother is a bird." So we'll have to wait and see. Like, I am so excited for all of these books. I want to get to all of them right away, but I obviously have so many other books that I want to get to as well. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you know anything about any of these books down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, everybody. He's back.